Hello. It's been a while, hasn't it? And I've been meaning to make this video for quite some time now. I actually wrote out what I was gonna say, but now I can't find it. So we're gonna wing this, shall we? There. That's decent. Want to take a wild guess what I'm going to talk about? So the last film of Harry Potter came out, and as you can probably tell by my name, Luna, I'm a pretty big addict. Harry Potter is, simply put, my childhood. On my 11th birthday, I cried like a baby when I didn't get my Hogwarts letter, actually. And I looked through every single drawer and every single shelf and everywhere. I pulled out every single book and looked behind it just to make sure that it wasn't hidden there. And I kept my window wide open just in case an owl flew in. Because honestly, Hogwarts is an actual place for me. I've grown up with the characters, and throughout the years they've become kind of real to me. I've lived in a place of magic and wonder vicariously through the trio. And the first time I cried during a book, honestly, was when Sirius died in Order of the Phoenix. I remember sitting there at 7 o'clock in the morning rereading it because I just honestly couldn't believe that Sirius had died. At that time, he was my favorite character. And okay, I'm gonna probably sound a bit childish, but I mean, I remember thinking back to Prisoner of Azkaban when he'd finally gotten free and he was looking at Hogwarts and just thinking that he'd have all this ahead of him, and then how he got trapped inside that house that he grew up in, that place that he hated, and he couldn't do anything. He felt useless. And when he finally got free again, he ended up dying, ended up getting killed by Bellatrix. And I just was sobbing at the injustice of it, because honestly, at that point, Sirius was like an actual person to me. And like I said, it sounds stupid, but these characters, the way J.K. Rowling writes them, really, they grow to become these actual people to you, and the emotions that they go through are ones that you feel as well, and you just get so attached to them because of it. Luna Lovegood is clearly another example of a person that I relate to. She's alienated and she's given the name Loony because of the little crazy beliefs she believes in, but she goes on with that, and actually she becomes one of the most insightful characters. At the end of Order of the Phoenix, when Harry's grieving about Sirius's death, he doesn't want to be with anyone, no one can help him, but then he sees Luna, and Luna talks to him. And it's not like she says something that no one else has, but she just kind of relates to him, and she isn't, I don't know, she doesn't give him this huge speech. She just kind of is there for him, and I think that's kind of what makes her special. In any case, I could go with example after example, but what I want to say is, now it's over. And it's a big chapter of my life, so it's weird to think it's finally coming to an end. And I know people say that there's still Pottermore and there's still other things and that it's not really over, but in a way it is. Because those 7 books are the story arc, and that story arc is not going to be continued. Maybe she'll write another book, maybe it'll be after the war's over or with the new generation, but that's not going to be the same thing. And honestly, no matter how big of a fan I am, I almost don't want to see another book, because it's almost time for it to end. Don't get me wrong, I mean, I love Harry Potter. It's bizarre thinking that it's going to end. My earliest memories are probably from when I was 5 or 6, and I started reading the series when I was 6 years old, so I really don't have a memory where there hasn't been a next, so to speak. I honestly can't begin to describe the sort of impact it's had on me. It's helped me become who I am today, and I've met so many people because of it. It's just united everyone. I mean, you go online, that sounds silly, but you go online and there are so many people that have become friends because of it. Even at Dragon Con, I met a few people there, and Tumblr, of course. But Harry Potter's a part of who I am, and Hogwarts is my home. So, thank you, J.K. Rowling.
Mischief managed.